So Dharmesh, I have a follow-up question here. So is this Mac generation a crypto-based generation or not?
Okay, to understand this question better, let's jump into the message formation, which SecOC does, and then we will be clear how this MAC is generated and whether it requires the cryptographic or not, or both option is possible. So I will jump into the next slide, which is SecOC message format. So now we see about the SecOC format. Basically, what is additional data that SecOC will add within the authentic PDU or message. So in this data, what we received from the upper layer, apart from that, SecOC module will add the freshness value and the MAC, which is message authentication code. We will shortly see how this is generated also and how many types are there. So this whole package then will become our secure IPDU, which will be secured using this MAC address and the original IPDU, and that will be transmitted to the PDUR. So if we see the authentic IPDU is nothing but AutoSAR IPDU that requires protection against the unauthorized manipulation and replay attack. So here we have to see that if any unauthorized people will hack this particular message, then they can try to change this message and again send it. So we have to prevent this. So using the SecOC, this will be ensured that we will come to know if any manipulation happen within this message, because the MAC calculation, whatever happens within here, will not known to the attacker. And the replay attack, as we explained earlier, that will be handled using the freshness value. So freshness value also, we have two types we will discuss further, so which will be then responsible to avoid or mitigate this replay attack. So secure IPDU is the AutoSAR IPDU that is protected by the SecOC protection. The payload of the secure module consists of the authentic IPDU and authenticator. So here MAC also called as authenticator or authenticator because it will authentic this PDU and will provide the protection. The payload of the secure IPDU may optionally include the freshness value used to create the authenticator, or this freshness value I say is optional because when we calculate this MAC, anyway, the calculation will require the counter, monotonic counter, which is nothing but to act as a freshness value. That's why we consider this as a optional. However, it would be better if we add this freshness value. The length of the authentic IPDU or freshness value and authenticator within this secure IPDU may vary from the unique identifiable secured IPDU. So every IPDU here, the length of this total message will be vary based on the which type of message we are sending. So it's not constant, it may vary depend on the message length. So there are two types of MAC. One is the CMAC and another is HMAC. So CMAC stands for cipher based message authentication code and HMAC stands for hashed message authentication code. By implementing the freshness value, we mitigate the replay attack, and it can be implemented using the counter mechanism and timestamps. So now regarding your question, whether this CMAC or MAC we generate here, which will have the cryptographic involved or not, or it can be having the cryptography algorithm. So I would say answer is both. You can have or use the cryptographic module to provide this MAC and directly append it. So that will be one option. Another option is software based. So in general here in SecOC, when I refer, it's mostly the CMAC. where we will have a software which have the algorithm. So in previous slide we seen that we required external support to get the key. So using that key, we have the logic to write the MAC or generate the MAC and also add the counter value. So this will become again the message authentication code. And the other ways, yeah, you can use the cryptographic module if it is configured to directly get the calculated MAC and append it to the PDU.